I style like I'm mental, moving wild and mental. I made another 5 this week. Your money playing hide and seek. I don't even like to speak. I just tell him hi and bye. Slide off automatic, high and die. High and die.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Chiefs are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Redskins offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Watching now. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Not Burt.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And here's Marshall. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
All right, here we go. Watching that, Detroit!
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now we give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward, as he'll be marked down at the 6-yard line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This is Marshall. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up a huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Set! Blue, landing!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Marshall. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll run with Marshall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Over. Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 1st down, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And they give this time to the tailback. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short, but sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 59 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Let's go. Blue line. Good. Watch out. Back line it up, Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here we go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Reggie Ragland, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Set. Blue landing.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run with a fullback Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows them.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And some space here. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles.